Welcome to Potencia Speak. We're going to learn 7 daily practices to really learn English. My name is Filipe Santos, and I want to start with a key principle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. So, I'm going to tell you 7 daily practices that will help you learn English in a better way, getting more fluent, getting with more fundamentals, helping you on a daily basis, because it's not only about how you study, but how often do you study. Here are the 7 daily practices. First, daily practice number 1, consume content in English. Daily practice number 2, practice by telling your life story in English, breaking it down into the parts you like most. Daily practice number 3, dedicate at least 10 minutes a day to learning. Daily practice number 4, talk to yourself in English daily, thinking and speaking. Daily practice number 5, use your AI prompts to study every day. Daily practice number 6, repeat 3 times at least something new you hear. Check if you're pronouncing it correctly. Daily practice number 7, take note of words you don't understand immediately. So I want to dive deep into each of the 7 daily practices so we can learn more about each one of them. And what we expect is you bring this to your daily life, to a daily basis. So now you're gonna watch or listen and learn. But if you transport these principles, these practices to your daily life, you're going to bring English, learning English to your daily life as well. And results are you're going to improve dramatically. And that's what you want to reach, okay? So daily practice number 1, consume content in English. And I want to say videos with audio and subtitles in English. Music, your favorite music. Maybe reading along with the lyrics, correct? And text. I don't know about maybe articles you like, blogs, LinkedIn, newsletters, and so on and so forth. And I'm going to share 3 reasons within each daily practice to help you understand how important that is, and so you can see these results in your life as well. Reason number 1, when you consume content in English, it improves listening skills, for example. Regular exposure to spoken English enhances your ability to understand different accents and pronunciations, right? So this helps with context. It depends. Maybe you're studying to travel somewhere where different parts of the world have different aspects in English, right? Maybe you are studying for work, maybe for something you're gonna study, something academic, correct? Reason number 2, it expands vocabulary. Engaging with diverse content introduces you to new words and phrases in various contexts. So, vocabulary expansion, okay? Reason 3, enhances cultural understanding. Consuming media in English provides insights into the culture and idiomatic expressions used by native speakers. So, daily practice number 1, say with me 3 times. Consume content in English. Go ahead. Again, consume content in English. One more time. Consume content in English. Daily practice number 2. Practice by telling your life story in English, breaking it down into the parts you like the most. It could be something recent, right? What did you have for breakfast? What did you do for the weekend or during the weekend, right? Where did you go on your last or latest vacation? Things like that will help you. Or maybe you can tell something about your childhood, something about your teenage years, something about when you went to college. You can choose you can crop a part of your life and share it with people. So 3 reasons within it. Reason 1, builds confidence. Repeatedly sharing your story helps you become more comfortable speaking English, regardless of the language. Something I learned about sharing my own story. When people ask me, Filipe, what do you do? Where do you come from in life? Usually, I would start with a chronological order. Oh, I was born, I started studying. And here's a hint within this daily practice. Whenever this is a very immediately driven world, right? So whenever you're going to share your life story, you can start with a short version of what you are and what you do today. For example, my name is Filipe. I work with innovation and transformation based in 3 specific vectors: digital, also cultural, and also generational. So within that, there's things that I do for work, content creation, sharing knowledge, and that's majorly what I've been doing with my mission of life. Now, where did it start? Oh, I was born in 1986 in São Paulo, Jardim Bonfiglioli. Then I also lived in São José dos Campos, Atlanta, in the United States. I'm back to São Paulo, and so on and so forth. So you see, you can start off with a short version of who you are, what you do. Boom, in less than a minute. Because people are going to be interested in hearing based on the first words you say. So if you start by, in 1941, that's way too far, So you can have that specific type of approach in communication. All right? Okay. Reason 2, encourages fluency. Narrating familiar events in your life helps you think and speak more naturally. Okay? So practice by telling your life story because it helps with fluency. Reason number 3, personalizes learning. Relating language practice to your own experiences makes it more relevant and engaging. People engage with real stories. I heard that people like to participate in conversation that has to deal about them before anything. But we're not gonna only talk about other people's lives in a dialogue. We have to have things to say, vocabulary, organize our thoughts and stuff like that. So you understand. Daily practice number 2, very important, right? Daily practice number 3, dedicate at least 10 minutes a day to learning. All right? Dedication, daily dedication. I say 10 minutes, of course, you can have more time available, 20, 30, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. But I'm saying bottom line, right? Our threshold here, at least 10 minutes. Reason number 1 to do that, consistency is key. Regular practice, even for short periods, leads to gradual and sustained improvement. Reason 2, builds a habit. Dedicating a specific time each day to learning helps incorporate English practice into your daily routine. Remember Aristotle? Excellence is not an act, it's a habit. We just talked about habit here. Reason 3, maximizes retention. Frequent short study sessions are more effective for long-term retention than sporadic longer sessions. And that's what we do at Potencia Speak, right? You have 1 or 2 major classes during the week that you can watch on demand. We have daily practices in our planner as far as artificial intelligence, your personal 24/7 tutor. We have a monthly immersion, a breakthrough immersion, so we can learn together in 6 hours. So, when you surround yourself from short and frequent initiatives, short and frequent learning experiences, it helps you thrive. It helps you unlock your next level learning English. That's really cool. Daily practice number 4. Talk to yourself in English daily, thinking and speaking. This is something really cool. I don't need to ask you if you talk to yourself. That's something humans do, right? Human beings, as being living creatures, we're gonna talk to ourselves, maybe with our thoughts and sometimes with words. People will say, "What did you say?" "Oh, no, sorry. I was talking to myself." That happens, right? And I encourage you to talk to yourself. Don't go crazy, but talk to yourself in English. That's something really cool, something really nice. Reason number 1 to do that: improves thought process. Thinking in English helps internalize the language and reduces translation time, all right? Reason number 2, practices speaking. Speaking to yourself allows you to practice pronunciation and fluency without the pressure of an audience. Are you ashamed of yourself? I hope not. I'm almost sure not. And also I hope not, right? That's something complex. Reason 3, boosts like a turbo, boosts confidence. Regular self-conversation builds confidence in your ability to use English in various situations. So speaking English it's just like singing as far as this comparison. Confidence helps you a lot because sometimes people will have a background studying, learning, but when it comes to showtime, it's the time of speaking, engaging in the conversation, the person might get nervous because of lack of practice or something like that. And maybe you will not be able to speak as you wished. "Oh, I can speak, but when people show up, I can't." You need to learn to talk to people, right? So talk to yourself, and sometimes maybe you could be at the grocery store, supermarket, and you're talking to yourself. "Oh, I need to pick up salt. What else do I need? Oh, I can't forget juice. I need to buy sugar. We're out of sugar, man. What else? Let me check my phone. Oh, I need to buy rice, beans. I need to buy some meat. Oh, okay. I need to buy some types of spices. Let me grab a chocolate." When you think and talk to yourself in English, doing daily things, that's cool. Maybe you're doing the dishes and you're talking to yourself in English. That's just one response, one major button in this daily practice number 4. Get started. Get started. Did you understand what I'm saying? Talking to yourself in English daily by thinking and speaking. Start ASAP, as soon as possible, ASAP. Right? This is a matter of starting. There's no secret about it. There's no mystery about this. It's all about starting, doing it frequently, and don't stop. Daily practice number 5. At the end, I'm going to recap all of the daily practices, and I ask you 3 times each for you to repeat, okay? Daily practice number 5. Use our AI prompts to study every day. Studying English every day has never been so cheap as far as money. Because if you would pay, for example, in a school, to study 5 times a week, morning, afternoon, and night, 3 times a day, having a personal teacher teaching you daily through, I don't know, maybe a video conference, FaceTime or whatever, or in person, how much would that be? I guarantee you, in any country of the world, studying on a frequency I just spoke to you right now, that's gonna cost you a minimum wage salary anywhere in the world, because English education is costly in a traditional method, in an offline world, in a world without AI, artificial intelligence, right? So right now, what we're doing, we are putting the human factor on what is more efficient, technology in what is more efficient, so you can study. I want you to understand this and remember this daily. This is the time, for the first time in the history of the world, that you can study English on a daily basis, as much as you want, 10 times a day if you want, with the same price. Okay? Of course, you have a limited number of classes here. That's why we have our lessons, a playlist with lessons from outside of our school, a planner, AI, and so on and so forth, a monthly gathering, a mini boot camp of 6 hours for you to learn. Okay? We are living an unseen time as far as learning English. Okay, too long of a parenthesis here. Daily practice number 5, use our AI prompts to study every day. Now, reason 1, guided learning. AI prompts provide structured practice tailored to your current level and needs. Reason 2, engaging activities. Interactive prompts keep learning interesting and varied, with variety, okay? Reason 3, immediate feedback. AI can provide instant corrections and suggestions, helping you learn from mistakes, okay? So, 2 things. We are organizing prompts for you to put on ChatGPT, for example, organized by potencia.school. But you could already been doing that. Go to ChatGPT and ask, please, you can put in Portuguese if you want. I'm going to say it in English because our classes are 100% in English, right? Please provide me 10 prompts for English learning on a daily basis. And I'm level this or that, beginner, intermediate, advanced, fluent. So ChatGPT is going to give you 10 prompts, and you're going to copy that prompt and use, okay? Maybe a prompt about a job interview. Simulate a job interview. Simulate a first date. Simulate an introduction to a friend. Whatever, you know? And you can ask for that. You can ask GPT to generate those prompts. Of course, as Potencia Speak, we're going to organize, we're going to curate the best prompts we think, so you can have help as far as that. Daily practice number 6. Repeat 3 times something new you hear. Check if you are pronouncing it correctly. This I learned from my dad, Silas Santos. He also teaches English. You have classes, lessons with him here at Potencia Speak. And he would ask that to his students back in the day. Every time they hear something new, they're learning a word, repeat it 3 times at least. So that helps you memorize a new word, new vocabulary, and helps you a lot. 3 reasons below it. Reason 1, reinforces learning. Repetition helps solidify new vocabulary and phrases in your memory. Reason 2, improves pronunciation. Practicing pronunciation ensures you're understood when speaking. You want to be understood, right? You want to understand and you want to be understood. Cool. Reason 3, increases confidence. Repetition builds familiarity and confidence in using new language elements. It's a good emphasis for us here. Language elements, okay? So repetition helps you memorize and create a vast inventory of language elements, repertory. Daily practice number 7. I decided to enlist 7 practices simply because I think 7 days in a week, 7 daily practices, you can do at least one a day, or you can do all the 7 every day. It depends on how you are gonna put that in practice, right? So daily practice number 7, take note of words you don't understand immediately. You're listening to me or you're watching me here. Did you hear something or did you read something you never heard about? Write it down. Ask ChatGPT. Go to a dictionary. Go to YouTube, or ask us, right? As tutors, or if you're close to the monthly gathering of 6 hours online, you could ask as well. So write it down, because sometimes you don't show interest, and that's a threat, right? That's an ambush. If you hear something you don't understand and you leave it, you don't do anything about it, that's a problem. So make sure you take note, right? Write it down, or type it, or say it. Take note of words you don't understand immediately. Reason 1, active learning. Writing down unfamiliar words makes you more aware and proactive in expanding your vocabulary. Reason 2, creates a study resource. Your notes become a personalized study tool you can refer back to. Reason 3, encourages curiosity. Investigating unknown words fosters a habit of continuous learning and discovery. And here's something cool. If you should already be in ChatGPT. You can use the profile, the account you're logging in with. That's gonna store, that's gonna record your story. Everything you say saved there, right? So as you progress, it's all gonna be there. So it's cool for you to, every time you take notes, try to use the same account, the same login, because that's gonna create a digital, a technological brain to help you progress, to help you advance in English, to help your progress, to help you advance. So I'm going to repeat all the 7 daily practices, and we're going to exercise repeating it 3 times each. And that's nice because inside of each daily practice we have 3 reasons. So 7 times 3, we have 21 reasons, right? Close to the song 21 Questions, we have 21 reasons. That's our song now. So I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna repeat it 3 times, okay? So let's go. Daily practice number 1, consume content in English. Repeat after me. Consume content in English. Consume content in English. Consume content in English. Okay? Number 2, practice by telling your life story in English, breaking it down into the parts you like most. Let's say the first half of it, it's easier for you to repeat. Practice by telling your life story in English. 1. Practice by telling your life story in English. 2. Practice by telling your life story in English. 3. Good. Daily practice number 3. Dedicate at least 10 minutes a day to learning. Let's go ahead. Speak after me. Repeat after me. Dedicate at least 10 minutes a day to learning. Again, dedicate at least 10 minutes a day to learning. Third time, dedicate at least 10 minutes a day to learning. Cool. Sometimes it might help you if you close your eyes while you are listening to me and then you repeat it, right? You concentrate in your senses of hearing and speaking. Okay. Daily practice number 4. Talk to yourself in English daily. Repeat again. Talk to yourself in English daily. All right. Third, talk to yourself in English daily. Talk, not talk. Talk. All right. Sometimes when you're learning, you say talk. No, talk. It's like if it was an O instead of an A. Talk. Daily practice number 5. Use our AI prompts to study every day. So repeat after me. Use our AI prompts to study every day. I'm breaking it down into 2 parts. Say it again. Use our AI prompts to study every day. So, you don't say prompts. The second P, you don't say it. You say prompts. All right? So, second repetition. Use our AI prompts to study every day. Okay, third, use our AI prompts to study every day. All right? Use. Sometimes in Portuguese you say use. Use. It's not use. Use. All right? Daily practice number 6. Repeat 3 times something new you hear. Let's keep it to this part. So repeat after me. Repeat 3 times something new you hear. Again, repeat 3 times something new you hear. Now, word by word. Repeat 3 times something new you hear. All right? Daily practice number 7. Take note of words you don't understand immediately. Say it. Second time. Repeat after me. Now let's break it down to parts. Break it down to parts. Take notes of words you don't understand immediately. That's kind of tricky. Now third time. Word by word. Let's group it to 2 words. Take note of words you don't understand immediately. All right? Some tricky things here. For example, instead of don't, you can say don't. Take note of words you don't understand. That's kind of crazy, right? Don't. You will hear it. Sometimes, if you're not ready to hear it in different ways, you don't understand. If you think that don't is only don't, and somebody says, where's you wrong? Yeah, wrong? What's wrong? That's the name of a person? Wrong? So, cool stuff, good progress. Thank you very much. Really nice to have your cooperation and your attention. And let me tell you this. Some people would say, hey, but I want a grammar class. I want to start from the basics, language structure. Let me ask you this. In your native language, let's assume Portuguese, how did you learn when you were 2 years old, 3 years old? Were you taking grammar classes? We learn by hearing without commitment to details. Then, after we memorize, get comfortable with the words, the language, we can organize it with fundamentals. That's why I'm not starting with boring fundamentals. Sorry for the boring, but it's kind of boring, right? Let's start with real life. What's the sequence of how you learned your native language? It was not formal, then informal. It was first informal, then formal. And I'm repeating it to you in your second language or third language. I don't know in what sequence English comes to your languages that you speak. But congratulations in learning a new language. That's awesome. And allow yourself to get involved by what we are talking about and how we are guiding you in learning. Okay? So thank you very much. This was our lesson, 7 daily practice to really learn English, because sometimes people could be stuck in a process of not really learning English. They think they're learning, they're not. You are learning English. You are really learning English. That's the good news we have. Thanks for being with us at Potencia Speak, and we're gonna see each other during our next lesson.